When it comes to acting like a man and thinking like a woman, this lady is the main one that can dish it. So let's dissect exactly why Lori Harvey is on everybody's wish list. Let's discuss. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Beasley here. I hope you all are staying cool, calm, and collected out there. So I'm still playing catch up, and I want to go ahead and talk to you guys about Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey calling it quits, and also Yung Miami and Diddy's quote-unquote relationship. So let's get into it, shall we? So famous actor Michael B. Jordan and famous residential rich girl by the name of Lori Harvey broke up last week, and it's alleged that the reason why they broke up was because Lori Harvey didn't want to go the distance, as in Michael B. Jordan proposed to her and she declined. Now, to my surprise, some of you guys may not know who Lori Harvey is. Lori Harvey is like one of the prettiest girls in the world right now. I just love Lori Harvey. Like, she's just, I love pretty black girls that keep it cute and on mute, and that is what she is to boot. But if you guys don't know because you live under a rock, Lori Harvey is Steve Harvey's daughter, adoptive daughter. You know what's crazy? If you try to Google who Lori Harvey's real father is, Steve Harvey actually pops up. But Steve Harvey got with her mother, Marjorie, however the fuck you say her name. But Steve Harvey got with Marjorie Harvey some years ago, and you know, I call Marjorie Harvey Black Magic Puss. Because the girl is just relentless and ruthless. Like, she was going to get to the bag by any means necessary. Because if you guys don't know, it's alleged that Lori Harvey's real dad is actually like a Cuban drug dealer or some Hispanic drug dealer. And he ended up going to prison. You know, he was the kingpin. She took some money from him when he went to prison. Got with that man's brother. Had a baby by him, I believe. And then the brother went to prison as well. Took his money. And then she kind of like found her way. Kind of clout chased her way into like the old black Hollywood circles. Like, she became friends with like all of the old black Hollywood girls of the world. She got in those circles and she sinked her claws into Steve Harvey, and she got all her kids' names put under the Harvey name. So Lori Harvey is indeed just Lori Harvey. But Lori Harvey fascinates me because, for one, she can't even talk. You know, she just moves about in the circles, out of these relationships, just looking pretty, looking classy and pristine, even though a lot of people write her off as, you know, a pretty hoe. But in my opinion, she's doing what these men do, and the men can't take it from her. Like, she is relentless, and she also follows in her father's footsteps of acting like a woman but thinking like a man. But anyways, back to the situation at hand. When their relationship ended, a lot of people thought it was because the contract ended, because they thought their whole entire relationship was a publicity stunt. And it did give a publicity stunt tea, because at the time when they got together, both of them had something to prove and something to gain. In my opinion, Lori Harvey got with Michael B. Jordan because it was the quickest way to elevate her in the A-list industry, like the A-list sphere, and have her be in the A-list circles. Because let's keep it real, if it wasn't for Michael B. Jordan, she would not have been able to walk the red carpets of the Oscars and the Met Gala. Like, yeah, she already had clout of her own and she's stunningly gorgeous. However, it just was not enough to get her into that grand scale. And in Michael B. Jordan's case, gay rumors aside, there was a lot of backlash that he faced from the black community, especially when he was a part of Black Panther. The fact that he didn't date black women. I'll never forget this. This is like a mini story time, but I wasn't there directly. I have two friends that are sisters, Dominique and Lauren. Stunningly gorgeous, and they had a birthday party for Dominique down in Atlanta, and their other two cousins were there. All four of the girls are just stunningly gorgeous black women. Like, baby Dominique, in my opinion, is on the same level as Lori Harvey. But my girls Dominique and Lauren told me a story that when they were at that restaurant celebrating Dominique's birthday, Michael B. Jordan was there as well, and he just kept on staring at them, and they were not giving him the time of day. It was so funny. At the end of the night, they were outside taking pictures, having a good ass time, and Michael B. Jordan like walked by and he was staring at them, and he was just like, it was nice seeing y'all. It was so funny because he was clearly waiting for one of them to ask to take a picture for him, and Dominique was like, boy, we know you don't like black women, like, we ain't trying to take a picture with you. But you know what, she went ahead and obliged, and she got a picture with him, and he went on his merry way. Cute little story, right? But it's a simple fact that it was a big thing that he did not like black women, and you are filming and starring in this black ass film. But it is what it is. the next best thing to dispel that rumor was to get with a black woman, black adjacent, in my opinion. Like I said earlier, a lot of people probably think they broke up because the contract ended, but in my honest opinion, I feel like the reason why Lori Harvey did not accept that engagement was the fact that those two were probably rarely ever together behind the scenes. Because let's keep it real, Michael B. Jordan is busy. Busy. Like, that man is trying to be up there with the likes of Denzel Washington and Will Smith. Like, he's trying to like solidify and maintain this A-list actor status. So therefore, he's always filming, always training, always on press tours, always traveling, yada yada yada. When you're an actor, you gotta strike when the iron is hot, and Michael B. Jordan is trying to strike every damn iron. So therefore, I feel like he barely ever had time for Lori Harvey, and it was very apparent to me when she was at the Met Gala literally by herself. Like, I was really surprised that Michael B. Jordan left her hanging at the Met Gala. Like, I feel like he didn't really have a lot of time for her. And Lori Harvey is the type of girl where you kind of constantly give her attention, give her gifts, affirmations, words, love, all that jazz. Like, you gotta feed this girl attention, or therefore she's never going to see it for you, and she's going to move on swiftly and professionally. The funny thing about this whole entire situation with them two breaking up was the fact that men cannot stand Lori Harvey. Men cannot stand Lori Harvey because Lori Harvey does what men do: switch up on you. That's what Lori Harvey does. When you are not feeding her attention, she's going to dip. I mean, she's the type of girl that knows her worth and is not going to be putting up with no bullshit, and I have to respect that. But the fact that she does that and literally puts her foot down, and it's like either this happens or I walk, you guys can't take it. You guys, I think men are used to women being the ones that are fawning after them and wanting to chase after them because, you know, there's like 4 women to every man these days, and getting a man is hard to find, and getting a man that's a prize like Michael B. Jordan is a very hard thing to accomplish these days. But that's why I gotta give Lori Harvey her props. She's not gonna take anything just because it drops. Like, a lot of women hold on to these men because they feel like they won't get another man again, and Lori Harvey's like, bitch, I'm not putting up with this shit. You either come correct or you step. Men cannot take when women call them out on their bullshit and play them at their own damn game, and that's what Lori Harvey does because she has the last name. Moving on to Diddy and Yung Miami, aka Miss Carisha, aka what we is. Y'all, Yung Miami is so Miami. Like, she is just I love that girl's voice. It's infectious, it's gutter, it's Miami, it's Miami. You know, she's still one of his latest concubines, and she actually got a podcast out of this man on Revolt TV, and he was the first guest on her show. And she literally sat down and asked him, like what are we? What we is? And Diddy said, oh, well, basically, you know, I'm single, but we're dating. Like, basically, like, he's there to have fun. He's there to go along for the ride. They have fun. They go on trips, and they have sex. Basically saying literally what dating is these days whenever you date somebody that's older than you, or if you're dating a rich man, or basically a man of quote-unquote high value. This is what you have to put up with. Not having any type of labels on the relationship, just going with the flow. But in my opinion, though, Diddy, you're too old for this. You're too old for this. Yeah, you have a lot of money, but when are you ever going to settle down? You know what? Never mind. He's never going to settle down because he's Diddy. And I personally call Diddy shitty, but it is what it is. My thing with Diddy, I think the reason why these women go crazy when it comes to him is because I feel like once he's with you, you feel like you are the only one. Like, you feel like you are the one. He makes you feel comfortable. When he gets tired of you, he switches up on you and gets another one of you. Like, basically, he brings in another girl to the harem, and he just takes turns, you know, between each girl. But at the same time, women, I give you a little bit of accountability. When you get with Diddy and men like Diddy, you got to keep it real and just admit that you're along for the ride. And you know what's funny? People were really bigging up their relationship like this was cute. Like, this is something to strive for as, like, relationship goals. And I'm looking at you guys like, so these are the times that we're in. Y'all, that really has me thinking, the way these girls move right now may work, like, right now, and it may work in the long run, like, monetary wise, but when it comes to love and establishing families, a lot of these girls are going to get their time wasted because they want to get in, get that bread, get that head, and then leave. Now, I will say, in Lori Harvey's case, she may have fell in love with some of these men, but that's kind of like not the case, the way she's able to like just move swiftly out of a relationship and into another one. Like homegirl never has time to heal. She's always in a relationship after a relationship. She gets what she can out of these men and then on to the next, on to the next, on to the next. And that's what Yung Miami's probably gonna do with Diddy. Like she's gonna get with him, get what she can, and then it's on to the next. And men like Diddy operate the same way, where it's like, okay, I'm gonna use you up, fuck you good, take you out, and then it's on to the next, on to the next. Like, it's like nobody gives a fuck about love anymore. Like, nobody cares. Like, it's all about what you can get out of that person. Like, Michael B. Jordan complained about Lori Harvey not wanting to go the distance. The world doesn't want to go the distance anymore. Everybody's broke. Inflation is high. And people want to get into a relationship for stability and security and to get that money. And you know what? If it works for you, it works for you. But at the same time, it's just like, goddamn, like, where is the real love at in the world anymore? Like, y'all, I just don't understand. And you know, like you guys like to see, I'm going to shift the focus back to me. I'm going to keep it real with you guys. I went on a date last Sunday for the first time in probably like 5 to 6 years. Like, don't nobody want to take my ass out on a date. But this old rich white man did. Y'all, it was my first time going out on a date, and it was with this old rich white man. And to my surprise, like, now before we even met up, I met him on the app, and I legit was attracted to him. Like, this man is legit attractive, even though he's like 58 something years old. I was attracted to him. He looked good. He's tall, took care of himself, all that. We went on a date. The date was fucking amazing. One of the best dates I ever had. Probably one of the only dates I ever had, because I don't date. I don't get a chance to go out on dates. And it was amazing. But then, bam, after us talking and after him saying that he wanted to go on a date, bam, there was a switch up to where he got busy and then just stopped texting me to where a point where I don't even know where we stand at this point. And it's just like everybody just wants to hop from one situation to the next, one situation to the next, and the minute it feels like it's too serious, bam, it's over, it's done with, it's bullshit, kaput. Yo, I just want things to be right in this world. I may be ranting a little bit and I may be off topic, but I want to ask you guys, where do you guys think like love is going? Like, where is the love in this world? It feels like love does not live here anymore. But yeah, y'all, like I said, Lori Harvey and Yung Miami and their men, they may think this is great for them temporarily, like in the right now. But when it comes to love and planning out like how you want to have like a family, you got to think in the long term. And I feel like Yung Miami and Lori Harvey only think long term when it comes to money, and not when it comes to having like a family and a long lasting relationship. But it is what it is. You know, they're both young and dumb and full of cum. But those are my views. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to come back at you guys with some more content.